Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. I'm doing another video response, and I repositioned the camera for a very specific reason. So it's a little noisy in here and maybe a little dark. I hope you can see me all right. This is a video response to the Highlander. He was talking a couple of weeks ago about he's thinking about getting a virtual reality headset, and at the end of it, he was really torn because I think it was going to work out to being about $900. He's going to go for the Oculus Rift, and he, right at the end of the video, was saying, that's a lot of money. What's the limit? Like, what's your spending limit? In fact, if anybody wants to do a video response, let me know. What is your spending limit when it comes to retro gaming, or gaming in general? And so that's what this video is all about, hence these two guys. And so this is a little bit late because it's to do with finances, and in my particular situation, finances are in question right now, but I think there's light at the end of the tunnel, so I think I'm okay to, I'm hoping I'm not jinxing myself here by putting my foot forward and talking about, yeah, money's fine, because who knows. But, so this is why it's taken me a little while, and in the meantime, Wouter, the Highlander, has actually got an Oculus Rift headset. He got a developer kit too, so it's a slightly more budget-friendly kind of a thing. He says it looks great, good enough for him, he's happy. So, what is my spending limit when it comes to retro gaming? Well, first of all, I've got a computer space from 1971, and that cost me several $1,000s. I think the receipt is inside, and I don't want to pull it out and look at it. It was at least $3,000, maybe even as much as $4,000 Canadian. So that's a pretty high limit for spending for crazy retro gaming stuff. And do I play it very much? Heck no! It's not a very good game, but I love it. It's a great antique, and I would never change a thing. I've already done a couple videos about my computer space. In fact, well, I'll put a link below to some of those. I would never in a million years change this purchasing decision. This has been a great thing for me on a lot of levels, and the fact that I hardly ever play it, in fact this is I think the first time it's been turned on in about 2 years, doesn't matter. I love my computer space. Similarly, over here is DarXide for the 32X. I've done a video about that as well. Those cartridges, if you can get the original, it's a very rare 32X game, available only in PAL regions. I've done a video about it, I'll put a link below. DarXide has gone for about, I think, $2,000 on eBay as well. Like, we're talking multiple $1,000 games here. That's why the camera's pointed this way. So, one would think, okay, clearly you don't have a problem spending top dollar on retro gaming, and that's maybe true in the past. When I got computer space, I was new in a very well-paying job that I just thought, my God, the sky's the limit, and this thing was on my mind for so long. I thought, yeah, I'm going to get it. Why not? DarXide, though, this is actually a reproduction cart that I got for $40, so that's why I'm able to play DarXide. So do not look at this as signs of, oh yeah, he's got piles of cash, he can just blow it all the time. That's not true, especially lately. To answer the Highlander's question, yes, in the past I've spent, not so much there, I've spent a lot of money on retro gaming stuff, or gaming stuff in general, but as I've gotten older and I've seen, like, that flow of cash isn't infinite and forever, and I've got to maybe start thinking, you know, you don't play this thing very often, maybe don't keep buying stuff like that. And I've actually started to curtail my finances a little bit. So, and that actually leads me on to a purchase that has been on the periphery of my wanting to get for months now, and I've held off. And ironically, just like the Highlander, it's also about virtual reality. I've got a PS4, and I've been very close to buying the PlayStation VR headset for a while. When it first launched, there were like 3 games I liked the look of, and then now that we're 4 or 5 months into it, it's like, you know what, there's maybe a dozen reasons for me to get into this thing. I really like the look of the new PlayStation update that allows you to play 3D games or 3D movies, Blu-ray movies with that headset on. They will be presented to you in 3D. So it's like, I'd really like to get PlayStation VR, and that's only, now I've looked in the stores, in Canadian dollars for both the headset, all the peripherals, not the Move controllers, I'm not going to bother with those, but I also need to get a camera. I'm looking the guts of about $700 Canadian, and that's not a small purchase. I'm really torn about getting it. And I'm ready in many ways. Like, one of the reasons I want to get it, as is obvious, is to play the Star Wars Battlefront X-Wing mission. I'm ready to go! I've got the game! All I have to do is click download, put on a virtual reality headset, and I'm flying an X-Wing, something I've wanted to do as a kid. So what's holding me back? Like, all you have to do is just buy PlayStation VR. I'm not yet sold, and it's funny. Highlander talked a little bit about this in one of his videos, and his buddy Lactobacillusprime also talked about motion sickness with headsets, whether it's, in the case of Lactobacillus, he's got PSVR, and he did a very lengthy and very good detailed video about what causes motion sickness, and he finds even little things like going down an elevator in Batman Arkham VR, it sets his stomach off, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so I want to get VR to be able to fly an X-Wing and live this space shooter lifestyle that I've always had in my head, but what if it doesn't gel well with me? What if I'm actually a little put off physically by it? What if I'm sick? So I've been very much on the fence. Now, I'm going to wrap up my video by saying that maybe there's light at the end of the tunnel as far as the finances are concerned. I've mentioned that already. And if that goes well, as a gift to myself, I might get PlayStation VR. If you see me in a few weeks' time or a month or two's time with PlayStation VR, you'll know things went well, and darn it, I deserve a gift. But I really want to try before I buy. So to answer the original question, what is your spending limit when it comes to gaming? It was in the past limitless, but now even a $700 PlayStation headset is kind of, I think anything over about $200 or $300, I'm very reluctant. Unless it's a proven technology. I mean, if VR becomes the thing of the future that everybody's on board with, sure, I will totally leap in. Like I say, there's a dozen things I want to play. But for now, So anyway, I hope that answers your question, Wouter. And yeah, if anybody else wants to have a look at his video where he goes into all this, and maybe give him a video response as well, I'll put a link to Highlander's video asking, what's your spending limit when it comes to gaming? Alright, and until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.